we thought might as well do the most annoying fan bases in sports. A lot of options here. I feel like there are a lot of options here. The draft order is Rami, then Chris, then myself, and then JJ. So, Rami, kick us off.
I will go first. And I think you guys know what my most hated fan base is. But I don't think that's necessarily any of your most hated fan base. So I'm going to save. There's a little strategery.
Oh,
I'll take them later.
I see what you're doing.
This one now.
I see what you're doing.
And it's the Boston Celtics fans, man. They're an annoying, not you, present company excluded. They're an annoying bunch, dude. They're an annoying bunch. I'd never like watched a game around Celtics fans. And then for some reason I was here on the visit to get this job, Nick, and interview and meet you and other fine people around this building. And I spent the weekend in San Francisco, and I was in a sports bar in San Francisco of all places. And for some reason, surrounded by Celtics fans. I don't know if it was just this particular bunch of folks.
You were surrounded by Celtics?
Surrounded by Celtics fans in a San Francisco sports bar.
Interesting.
Go figure. But I did not like these people. I did not like these people that were around me very much. They were not fun to watch a game with.
Fair enough. I can't tell you to like people that are around you.
Did not like them. So,
all right.
Celtics fans are my first pick.
Celtics fans.
Yes, sir.
Chris.
All right, I'm going to another level because I'm not going with Rami's strategy. I'm just going with I just hate them so much. And as a soccer fan, you would think it's Manchester United. It's not. And I'm just going to let you guys know about this. It's Liverpool Football Club, and it's their fans are so annoying.
Liverpool Football Club.
Yes.
Are they a successful football club?
They think of them as the Dallas Cowboy fans.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which I'm guessing is on everyone's list of annoying fans. They just think that they're the greatest of all time. They get a little bit of success, and they earned everything. Every player ever wants to go with them. Every player just would play for them for free because, oh, the club means so much, and oh, the fans are so cool. They sing one song at the beginning of the game, and they're like the greatest crowd ever, and then they're quiet for the next 80 minutes.
Man, Verlad's are mostly quiet, but when he starts hating on something, boy, does he start hating on something.
Let the hate.
I love it.
Let the hate within you. All right, so I gotta get serious for a moment because my top fan base is because of a very serious topic.
What?
Penn State football fans.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
The irrational defense of Joe Paterno. That is, it was
gross. It was gross is what it was.
I'm just I had a really good friend in Virginia Beach who was a Penn State football fan. And he said some of the most outrageous things about the Joe Paterno thing. That annoyed me and infuriated me to no end. The Penn State football fans, their lack of reality in rooting for their football team to the point where you're going to try to defend that.
Yeah.
I'm out on you.
It was gross.
I'm totally out.
That was the worst of sports coming out.
Yes.
Right there in that situation.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to JJ.
Yeah, since I'm going back to back here, I'm going to follow somewhat of what Rami's talking about. But the first and foremost, I just can't get a grasp as a UT guy of how much hate being down south SEC football fans give. I hate the SEC football fans. I think they are at the utmost, the most snobbiest group of fans that there are when it comes to just a group of, look, you guys root for separate teams, but all come together for one, I guess one group of fan base to talk about other people throughout the whole country. I just can't stand SEC fans. And then my second pick is I'm going the same route with Rami here. And I hate to tap dance on you a little bit here, but I just can't deal with the Boston Red Sox fans. I'm done. I mean, you from the fact of, and you guys weren't here, but the fact of the Oakland A's going to get John Lester and then John Lester coming over to the Oakland A's. And yes, I'm blaming the whole part of my shebang on John Lester and the Boston Red Sox sending over John Lester and him not doing anything for the Oakland A's. I can't stand Boston Red Sox fans on top of we've heard many different players talk about it's difficult to play there. They have some issues there.
Is that.
I just can't deal with the Boston Red Sox fans, man.
And their owners own Liverpool Football Club, which makes it even worse.
Listen, I'm not going to defend their owners. Not a big fan of some of the stuff the owners.
And that big old left field fence, man, get over that. It's 2022. Let's get a new ballpark.
I understand. Listen, I understand people get annoyed by success. I understand it. It gets a little tiring.
See, this is what we don't like.
Totally get it. I mean, I'm sure the Patriots will be on the list at some point. I get it. I mean,
they're not on my list. Going back to JJ's first pick, conference pride in general, because Big Ten fans are the same way. Conference pride in general is one of the weirdest things to me about college football and college basketball. That like you somehow take some kind of pride in the entire conference, the whole thing.
I'm not rooting for Texas A&M. I'm not rooting for Kansas. I'm not rooting for Oklahoma. No,
it's so weird. What if I was just like NFC North, baby? Because I'm a Bears fan. Like
I was just thinking about that.
Weird.
Like, should I claim the AFC East because the Bills are good?
It's such a weird thing to me. All right, back around to me. Right? You guys.
Oh no, not even close.
Oh, okay.
You always skip somebody.
My bad.
He tries to slide it in too. He's like, "All right, so back to me, right? Like we won't catch it."
My bad.
All right.
You're giving me too much credit. That's just absent-mindedness.
Seahawks fans.
They're a pretty bad bunch.
You stole it. I should have went with them
They're
first.
a pretty bad bunch.
The 12s. Insufferable. And much like Rami, I had a personal experience with the Seahawk fans. I was down in Arizona for the Seahawks-Patriots Super Bowl. Who got the last laugh there, huh? Anyway, yeah, I'm petty. So I'm there for Radio Row and hanging out. I was supposed to. We were going to stay there. Me and a couple of friends were going to stay there and watch the game and go to the game. Tickets were just way too insane, like $15,000 to get into that stadium. So we did not go to the game, but we watched at like a couple. We watched at a bar across from the stadium. But there was a long line, obviously, to get into the bar because people that were trying to scout the tickets and get in there, they couldn't get it done. So there was a long line, and everybody was respecting each other except one dude who was wearing a Seahawks flag as like a cape.
Get him out of there, man.
Who cut everybody out. And I'm like, whoa. And I'm the only person that says something, and he just looks at me indignantly. And I'm like, dude, if I was not here for work, and we would have some words. But I was the adult in the situation, like Draymond should have been. I walked away. But, yeah, that made me even more salty. Chris.
I ride ferries and represent the Puget Sound guy.
Okay, gotta go. Oh, how did they even fold me? Los Angeles Laker fans. Guys, your team is absolute trash right now. You're giving Pelinka a freaking extension, and you guys act like you're favorites to win something. You're trash. But every single year, they just come into our arena and they just go and they have their stupid Kobe jerseys on. Like, oh, we've got the Kobe 8 throwback. Nobody cares about that. You're old news. And you're going to be looking, Lakers fans, you're going to be looking up at us in the standings this year.
Ooh, big talk right there, brother. Cutting a promo.
That might be on the record on Friday.
We're gonna sell some Verlad. We're gonna sell some Verlad merch off that promo. All right, Rami, back to back.
Now back to back.
Yeah, we're gonna do these quick.
I'll go quick. You know I hate the St. Louis Cardinals and their fans. Anything that has anything. They act like they invented the game.
I've never seen somebody enjoy.
They wrote the unwritten rule
watching
book.
bad things happen to not only a team but a city.
I took zero joy in watching Albert Pujols hit number 700. I threw up in my mouth a little bit. I drank up all the tears of sadness when they got knocked out of the playoffs. So salty and sweet all at the same time. And then the Ohio State University.
That was on my list.
You call it the Ohio State University, and Patton said that.
We know how to spell
It's
it.
almost Jets fans.
They dot the I with the trombone guy.
Yeah. They make here comes the dot of the I. What? Okay, great. I'm fired up about dotting the I. All right, Chris.
All right, quickly, Patriots fans. You won enough.
I actually had some Patriots fans post Brady. The post Brady Patriots fans who were like complaining about them not winning the last 3 years. It's like, what are we doing here? Yankees fans, like,
they're pretty bad.
When they don't do something right, when they fail, presently. It's like, well, we got 27 championships. Okay, let's count like the 20 championships before what, 1960? Like what? That you can only hold that for so long. Like, yeah, you have 27 championships or whatever, but
most of them when television didn't exist.
Yeah, like what happened the last decade or so? Like, can we talk about the current team? It's ridiculous.
Well, I was gonna do a clean sweep and pick the Boston Bruins, but I'm gonna let you off the hook a little bit here, Nick. I'm gonna go
Bruins hoodie.
I'm done with the Bruins, but I'm going with Duke, man. I can't stand clean cut Coach K.
They're on my list.
And Woj and Boozer and Grant Hill and anyone that comes out of Duke. Shouts out to my guy DeMarcus Nelson from the area. Man, I just can't rock with you. I don't have no love for you.
They are like the Cardinals of college basketball. It's just pompous and arrogant, and we made this.
Slapping on the floor in your small little Tobacco Road town.
Yeah, Gene Wojnarowski? What's that?
Wojnarowski.
I always want to call him like the ESPN guy who's like the reporter.
No, that's Wojnarowski.
Yeah.
He's Wojnarowski.
No, there's another guy that does college football.
Oh,
I'm not talking about like
know.
Adrian Wojnarowski. There's another guy who does like college football. Anyway,
I don't know him.
Cowboys fans on the list. Raptors fans, just because of Drake. Sure,
San Francisco
So it sounds like you just
Giants.
hate one fan.
Can't stand the Giants fans. Can't stand the Dodger fans. I gotta get that in there.
Drake's so bad he accounts for the whole fan base.